How's it going? Wow, cool. Are we excited for Nell?
Yeah!
Me too. I played a show in London last year, just like a random show. There was maybe like 20 people there, and Nell happened to be there. And we spoke for like a minute after the show, and because I played one song, and because of that song, I seem to be here today, so I'm gonna start with that song. It's called Nocturnal Animals. It's too late to count the good days when there's no one keeping score. I left my baby with white daisies. She's not my baby anymore. I've been working like a dog man, trying to keep the sorrow in. But in my moments of distraction, the sorrow is always deepening. There was a light somewhere inside you, babe. Now it's all dark, shit falls apart without you, babe. While the telephone rings, nocturnal animals sing, and every noise in the house is far too loud to drown out. And everybody's a ghost at the end of their ropes. Everybody's a ghost at the end of their ropes. Now I can't go out in daylight because the sun upon my skin reminds me of the feeling I had when I finally let you in. Step into a conversation, cannot hear a word they say. My head is far from California, 100,000 miles away. There was a light somewhere inside you, babe. Now it's so dark, shit falls apart without you, babe. While the telephone rings, nocturnal
Thank you. I'd like to invite a special guest up on stage. Please welcome your friend Juniper.
Hey y'all.
So, I just finished a new album. It's called Brief Encounters. Has anybody heard a podcast called Strangers on a Bench?
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
So good. Go listen. It's good.
Basically this guy who goes up to strangers on a bench, believe it or not, and he just starts a conversation with them, and it's like the most wholesome thing ever. There's one on TikTok where a guy goes up and like drinks tea with people on a bench. And so the album is like the same concept. It's called Brief Encounters, and it's just like conversations with people, and those have turned into songs. So this is the first single that came out Friday, 2 days ago. It's called Submarine. It's about a mother whose daughter dies, and she goes to a carnival to take her mind off of it. Not all my songs. Somebody doesn't die in all my songs, or actually a lot of them.
Drove your car up to the carnival, bought a ticket for the week. As you're spinning out an upside down, you felt the sorrow really hit. So you're getting on the Ferris wheel to get closer to the sky. At the top it seems to pause for you. Wipe the tear from your eye, and you got a brand new car. Drove it into the lake, turned it into a submarine to make a great escape. And he left a shining star way up in the sky. It'll always be waiting there across the great divide. Drove your car out of the carnival, stopped where rubble met the road, saw that something up there shined for you. So you felt her come and go. You said, right now I can't feel anything, but somehow I feel fucking everything right now. I can't feel anything, but somehow I feel fucking everything. And he got a brand new car, drove it into the lake, turned it into a submarine to make a great escape. And he left a shining star way up in the sky. It'll always be waiting there across the great divide.
Ethan, if you want to bring me down on the monitor a tiny bit, and give me some juice with that verb. Give me the juice.
So does anybody know Jade Bird? Okay, she's an artist from Wales, and last year I was opening for her, and I flew out to Oregon. Anyone from Oregon? Nice.
Oh, hi! I lived in Oregon for a long time, so it's beautiful.
Yeah, I'd recommend a visit.
Highly recommend.
And when I landed, I was like, hey, what time's the show tomorrow? And they were like, oh, actually the show's cancelled, sorry, we forgot to tell you.
Class.
And so I had some friends a friend whose parents had a cabin in the woods in Oregon. And they were like, you can stay at this cabin, here are the directions. So it was like midnight, and I was driving like 2 hours outside of civilization into the woods, which is always how any good story starts. And I got there, like I was looking around for this cabin in the woods. There was no internet, no Wi-Fi, no cell service. I had my phone flashlight. I eventually found the cabin, and I got inside, and I couldn't find like the light switches. So I was like looking around for my bedroom with my iPhone flashlight. And the guy whose cabin it is one of the animators of the Minions. And so dotted around the house were like various like Minion prototypes. And I was like going around with a flashlight, and I was like, oh god. And I got to this closet, and I opened a door, and inside there was like a human-sized Minion-human hybrid with human hands, deformed though, but like knitted like those old dolls that like haunt you. Anyway, where am I going? Oh yeah. The point
You do all that for
being,
nothing.
I had no internet. I eventually found the light switches, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna like deconnect and detox and find myself. And then like an hour in, I was like, oh god, what's happening on TikTok? But I wrote a song called All of the Time in the World, which came out of that.
Kiss me like a stranger, a perfect silhouette. Kiss me like a Romeo, kisses Juliet. Speak to me in whispers, with the golden voice of God. Promise me forever, promise me too much. We've got all of the time in the world, and we're spending it on violence and power and pearls. Could be spending it on making a heart feel whole. Digging diamonds, not out of dirt, but out of somebody's soul. Woke up with the blackbirds as the light begins to break. Snuck out of the bedroom to make my great escape. Stepped into the silence before the city awakes. Before I'm meeting deadlines, before I can make mistakes. We've got all of the time in the world, and we're spending it on violence and power and pearls. Could be spending it on making a heart feel whole. Digging diamonds, not out of dirt, but out of somebody's soul.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being so quiet and lovely. And you all have no business being this good looking and fashionable.
Danielle over here, this is Danielle. She has an amazing artist project called Your Friend Juniper. And she just put out a song called Makes Me Happy.
I did! Yeah, I do. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah, I've got another song coming out on March 28th. But yeah, we do projects together and have our individuals, but we love performing together, so this is just like such a treat. Right now we're based in Nashville.
1103 North 2nd Street, Unit B.
Yeah. Want to send fan mail?
Door code.
Now, but we did the drive up here to New York. We love taking little road trips. But yeah, if you are like really digging this, and I don't know if people are from out of town or even like a little bit out of New
I
York.
heard there's someone from Australia, is that true?
Yeah? Yeah, hey! No, but if you like this and you want Fairhazel to come to where you are, message Fairhazel on Instagram and say, hey, come play at this venue, because we love finding little gems everywhere we go, so hit us up.
This next song is also off the new album. It's called Marianne. It's about a woman who falls in love. She's a recluse, she's a clockmaker. And she falls in love with Marianne outside her window. Not in a creepy way, in a romantic way.
Mary has a watch. Mary is a timekeeper working for the clock. Spends her days indoors. Everything is still but the wooden brass and chords. Mary is in love with Marianne, found every morning waiting for the bus. Perfectly in view. Out of Mary's window, Marianne, time stops for you. Watching through the gap where the curtains kiss. Never seen a face so clear. Time for me to disappear. Oh, it's time. Wish I had the guts to be who I'm not. Step into the light of day. Maybe I can change my fate. Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime. Mary has a script. A soft hello for Marianne when the courage finally hits. But days turn into months. And Mary's kept so much inside that she might just erupt. Watching through the gap where the curtains kiss. Never seen a face so clear. Time for me to disappear. Oh, it's time. Wish I had the guts to be who I'm not. Step into the light of day. Maybe I could change my fate. Maybe sometime. Maybe sometime.
Thank you. I'm going to bid farewell to Danielle.
Y'all have been lovely. Thank you so much. Come say hi.
I have 2 songs left before Your Ears Shall Be Blessed by Mel. Before I go, I've been Fairhazel, like fair enough and hazelnuts with no enough and no nuts. Enough Nuts is on around the corner if you want to see my. And what else am I saying? Oh yeah, so basically my mom, right? She is like the world's biggest user of Google Sheets and Excel documents, and she logs everything with meticulous detail. Every film she sees, every song she hears. But the thing she logs the most of all is my progress as a musician. Thank you. And how it works is every day there's a column, Instagram, TikTok, there's a column, and it goes +3 in green if I've gained 3 followers, and it goes -25 in red if I've lost 25 followers. And usually I would say, basically, usually she'd be asleep in England right now, but she actually flew out for the show, so she's among you now. Both my parents did, my dad is still with me. Basically, this is kind of a guilt trip, but what I'm saying is, if you could follow me, Fairhazel, Instagram, she will wake up tomorrow happy and add, thank you. I'll also be, well, I'll say that afterwards. This song is very sad. It's called It Takes Time. Thank you. One more song. I'll be at the merch table. I have posters, t-shirts, prayer candles, earrings. No music though. But you can hear my music, like, on the internet, obviously. Great, good talk, good banter. Does anybody know Molly Ringwald? Yeah! Okay. She's here tonight? No. This song is called Molly Ringwald. It's like I'd kind of run out for a brief period of things to write about. So I was imagining, what if I was like a guy in a basement, like my parents' basement, yeah. And I thought I was like delusional. I thought I was pen pals with Molly Ringwald. And then it goes dark at the end. Well, it's already dark at the end, but Is she here tonight? Yes. Okay. Uh-oh.
Paid the damn bills on time until our money ran dry, until the mold in the shower turned to gold. I even covered for friends to help tie up their loose ends. I yelled, the credit card bastards, waste of time. Molly Ringwald was a friend of mine, and every single Monday we would write a line or two and send it over the whole USA. I should have crossed my fingers, I'll be there someday. Well, later today I'm headed down to the park to see a free outdoor movie in the dark. The main star is a friend. I turned to people and said, we write each other each Monday, it's pretty cool. Molly Ringwald was a friend of mine, and every single Monday we would write a line or two and send it over the whole USA. I should have crossed my fingers, I'll be there someday. Molly dear, by the time you hear this, I'll be on my way to heaven. Molly dear, by the time you hear this, I'll be on my way to heaven. Molly dear, by the time you hear this, I'll be on my way to heaven. Molly dear, by the time you hear this, I'll be on my way to heaven. By the time you hear this, I'll be on my way to heaven. Fuck, I missed the last note of the whole set. I'll be on my way. Okay, so it's to Molly Ringwald. Anybody know Molly Ringwald? On my way to heaven. There we go.